You saw it, 21 points a game, over 5 assists. The 2004 NBA Finals MVP, number 1, Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups behind the back. Oh, boy. What a pass.
Oh, was that a good one?
Oh, highlight time. Colorado with a couple of dunks and a brilliant pass from Chauncey Billups down inside to Howard Fryer.
Ricardo Patton, his first tournament game as a head coach, has a victory over one of the most successful tournament coaches of all time. Chauncey Billups, Colorado, 24 points, 20 of them in the first half. He went over 1,000 points for his career tonight.
With the 3rd pick in the 1997 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Chauncey Billups from the University of Colorado.
Yeah, Billups is a very heady screen and roll player, and he has the range to knock in the 3.
Chauncey Billups started 40 now of the 47 games the Celtics have played. He has 6 assists tonight.
The Raptors receive rookie Chauncey Billups, D. Brown, Roy Rogers, but the big acquisition is Billups, a colorful, charismatic kid with enough talent and drive to fill the void left by the departure of Damon Stoudemire.
As soon as that lockout was over, after it was over, I get traded to Denver. You know, I was so excited to be in Toronto. We had just drafted Vince Carter, and then boom, traded me to Denver. Denver had the worst record in the league the year before.
Billups couldn't be more comfortable with his current situation, which is in stark contrast to his first unsuccessful stint with the Nuggets. In 1999, his second NBA season, Denver became his 3rd NBA city.
Chauncey, his first 2 years, this dude couldn't shoot a rock in the ocean. 37% field goal percentage, 32.5% from threes. It's pretty bad. That is very inefficient.
My journey has been a long one. Started off kind of tough. We traded team to team.
Chauncey Billups, a guy who bounced around at the start of his career. Boston, Toronto, Orlando.
When I came in the 3rd pick in the draft, before too long after that, I dipped all the way down to the bottom. People wrote me off as a bust.
Billups had trouble shaking his label as an underachiever. After bouncing around to 4 teams in 3 seasons, he arrived in Minnesota.
9/10 of a second, and Billups comes up short. Billups fires it up there, and it's slapped away. That will do it. The 76ers come away with a 2-point victory.
Chauncey, this guy is opened up so hot. The FBI, the CIA, the Secret Service want to charge him with assault and battery against Chris Whitney and Ty Lue. We are seeing some offense in the Capitol tonight, baby, from Chauncey Billups.
That should do it. That he hasn't been able to elevate his team beyond the first round. His defenders will say the supporting cast simply isn't there.
Well, the supporting cast is not there, but Kevin gave him some ammunition today.
Joe Dumars was confident that this unheralded point guard could help the Pistons win.
He was one of those hidden gems that just needed a chance, needed someone to believe in him. We went out and signed him to a 6-year deal and said, here's the ball, lead this team.
But Chauncey Billups having a breakout season, and I've always liked Chauncey Billups' game. One of the most underrated guards, I think, in the league. But people can't figure out if he's 1 or if he's 2. And I say he's a good basketball player.
Liner, he's hit shot after shot this year. Another one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Chauncey, you are crazy! How in the world do you do that again?
And he did. Finished with 23.
Right now, he's flat out at the very top of his game.
Oh, I agree. I think he's definitely the leader offensively for the Pistons. He's doing it all out there. And you know what? When he gets to the free throw line, that's money. He's such a good free throw shooter.
And the Orlando Magic up 2-1, closing in on a 3-1 lead in a best of 7. And right now in this NBA playoff game, Tracy McGrady and the Orlando Magic lead it by 12.
Wallace, one more rebound. He has 17 to go with 20 points. Billups scores 40, and there'll be a 7th game. Final score, Detroit 103, Orlando 88, Game 7 on Sunday.
We started the playoffs, we thought they were just going to lay down. They was the 8th seed, but they didn't. They fought hard. We regrouped. We started playing with a lot of pride, a lot of intensity. We turned the series around, and, people wrote us off. Nobody really gave us a lot of respect, but we're here, baby.
Billups keeps the dribble. He's down now to 5, up firing the 3. Yes! Chauncey Billups just hit his 3rd 3.
The man of the hour coming down the stretch for this team, and he's one of the big reasons why they're the #1 seed.
Now they're getting respect.
They are the back-to-back NBA Eastern Conference champions for the second straight year. The New Jersey Nets are going to the finals. They'll be heading to Texas.
Hamilton and Ginobili. Back up to Chauncey. Leans. Chauncey! This is ridiculous!
The concentration, knowing you're going to get hacked.
It's off the mark. There'll be a new champion in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. And Detroit, your Pistons are going back to the conference finals. 90-69, the final score.
And for the first time in 14 years, the Pistons go to the NBA Finals. They're the 2004 Eastern Conference champion. Down 6 at halftime, the Pistons win the Eastern Conference title by 4.
I mean, we never get down. We never get down. It was a heartbreaker the other night in Game 2, losing like that. People thought we were going to come out flat, and we came out just, a lot more hungry. A lot more hungry, and that's the history of this team all year. We've been down, but never out.
Chauncey Billups, a likely candidate for the MVP award. And the Detroit Pistons, this gritty, gutty, defensive-oriented team, plays phenomenally on both ends of the floor and beat the Lakers in 5.
You saw it, 21 points a game, over 5 assists. The 2004 NBA Finals MVP, number 1, Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey, the MVP last year of the finals when he averaged 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. In fact, he was the first guard since Michael Jordan in 1998 to be named the finals MVP.
And for Detroit, it's all about a vacation. Well, not a vacation. They're going to Florida. Not on a vacation, but they're going to Florida. Detroit will run the clock out. They'll go to Miami. Pacers season is over.
What a weapon it is to have a guy who not only is going to step up and hit big free throws, but who wants to. He chased that ball down the last 2 possessions. He said, give it to me, I'll make them.
Once again, clutch free throws by Billups.
Chauncey Billups had a rough Game 7, but you got to give him a shout out. Chauncey Billups is a straight-up man. He's a point guard. Protect the ball, don't turn it over. The last 5 games in this series, Chauncey Billups, 35 assists, just 4 turnovers.
A culture where everybody is individualistic. How did that come about? We just 5 guys, man, that, really don't have no ego, know what it's all about, know how it feels to win, and nobody cares, who gets the glory on this team.
Powerful athletes we were talking about, not only the speed and the quickness, the ability to get in the lane and take that hit. Chauncey Billups, one of the most powerful point guards in the NBA, pull up and shoot that 3 with ease, get into the lane and get the 3-point play.
If you had to vote, just one vote right now, you had to vote for the MVP, who would you give it to?
I'd give it to myself, man.
Smart.
I ain't no self-promoter or nothing like that, but I think I'm deserving, but I think there's a lot of other guys deserving as well. So if I had my vote, I'm voting for me.
Why do you think you're deserving the league MVP?
What was the MVP? I thought it was the best player in the league, period. I'm not the best player in the league. I think Kobe is. I think Steve Nash changed it a little bit. He was the best player on the best team. He got that award, and I think if that's the case, I'm deserving of that.
Billups with snow on him. Pop shot. Puts it in. And a foul. Chauncey Billups at his best. Watch the fake. And there he's going to catch him right there on the release. And, of course, he's Mr. Automatic from the free throw line.
For the first time in franchise history, the Miami Heat are going to the NBA Finals. So nice sportsmanship and class shown by the Detroit Pistons, congratulating the team that they eliminated last year in the conference finals.
Billups coming off his best season as a pro last year, all-NBA second team, all-defense second team, his first all-star appearance. He has turned into one of the best two-way guards in the league, and he is the leader of this team. You see the numbers, the assists, 7th in the league.
I'll never forget the feeling I had the night that we won that ring. And I'm chasing that. I'm going to be forever chasing that feeling again until I get it. But when I get it, I'm going to be chasing it again. But that's what you play for. That's what I play for. Once you've had that feeling, there's nothing like it. You want that again.
So 2 consecutive years of really playoff failure. I mean, when your expectations are that high, this is failure. And you wonder, this with the older team that the Pistons have, Chauncey Billups has to be re-signed. A lot of question marks.
Chauncey Billups got a new contract during the offseason, 5 years, $60 million. Billups wanted to end his career as a Piston, has really turned himself into a complete point guard. Post up, strong defensively, he can run a team.
Well, it is a brotherhood, and like I said, one part of brotherhood is being able to sacrifice, defend hard, play tough defense, get rebounds. That's just what the team is about. That's the makeup of their team.
The condition of Piston guard Chauncey Billups, who left Game 2 with a strained hamstring. Now, he didn't sound too confident about playing in Game 3, and it wouldn't surprise me if he were kept out of Game 4 with his injury. Hamstring injuries need time to heal, and they can worsen if Chauncey tried to come back too soon.
The Boston Celtics are headed back to the NBA Finals for the first time in 21 years. Boston won the Eastern Conference Finals 4-2, beating Detroit 89-81 Friday in Game 6.
The Detroit Pistons have shaken up their roster and the NBA. They've acquired perennial All-Star Allen Iverson from the Denver Nuggets. In exchange, Denver gets former Finals MVP Chauncey Billups. The trade sends Billups, the 32-year-old All-Star guard, back to Colorado.
The experience that Chauncey has, I can learn from him a lot. How to control the game when the game is close and not trying to go out there and shoot every time down the court, and the ball got to come to me. I think right now we have a real good chance of being a good team.
No, I wasn't nervous. I was more excited. Unbelievable reception that the fans gave me here. It's really no words that really can explain how good it made me feel. Felt appreciated. I felt very appreciated for my years here.
Chauncey brings a touch of discipline to Denver, and the team has been on a tear since his arrival. With the same leadership, timely shooting, and lockdown defense he exhibited as a champion in Detroit, Billups has breathed new life into the Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets have defeated the New Orleans Hornets. They move on to the Western Conference semifinals. They have been knocked out in the first round the last 5 consecutive years, and all 6 straight first-round elimination.
7 straight years now that he's made the conference finals. He joins Magic Johnson, Michael Cooper, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kurt Rambis, obviously all the Laker teammates, are the only players to reach 7 or more consecutive conference finals.
Carmelo Anthony will walk off with the Nuggets again. 54 wins, tying a franchise high. He did not play well in the elimination game, nor did Chauncey Billups. The two of them most responsible for really what was a dream season for Denver.
And the reserves, a 5-time All-Star from the Denver Nuggets, Chauncey Billups.
And he's their leader. Chauncey Billups, one of the premier point guards in this league. He is the guy who makes the offense. They are a better team when Chauncey Billups is on the floor. You see the record, you see the numbers. He is an all-star level point guard.
There's so many plays where we're not getting that second and third effort on plays. Maybe the first on the strong side, but when the defense kind of breaks down and it's a scramble, they're getting a loose ball. To their credit, that's why they're getting the win.
Chauncey and I have a very good relationship. One of the leaders of the team and has helped me. He's one of the top point guards, but also he can play off the ball because he can shoot the ball and defend off the ball.
Initially, I'm sure I wasn't probably in the plans, but everybody kind of sees the mentality that we play with together, and why would you break that up? I'm from Denver, as you guys know, and I'm always going to love Denver, and it was just time to go. It was time to go. Obviously, I'm excited about this challenge.
Chauncey Billups is enormous in terms of what he has to do for this team.
Oh, he's big for them. When you're talking about having a presence, being an extension of the coach on the floor, running this basketball team and being a true quarterback, Chauncey Billups has got to be that guy, veteran guy that's proven.
Chauncey at the other end injured. Looked like maybe Billups tweaked that left ankle. Not sure.
Chauncey has missed 6 games since coming to the Knicks with a deep bruise in his left thigh.
And I'm the same at 35 as I was at 25. My heart has never changed, and I'm going to always compete. In Detroit, we had a lot of great defensive teams, man, and nobody was ever out of position. If we can get to a point where we can get like that around here, we're going to be very dangerous.
Chauncey Billups with the up fake, going for the offensive rebound. He crumples to the court, appears to come down awkwardly, holding his Achilles, steps wrong on his leg, has to leave the game, and the reports are an Achilles injury.
This is something that I want to do. I've been in there, it's been a long, kind of frustrating year for me. This is the moment, this is the time. This is what it's all about. It's been in the playoffs, and I just want to get a couple of games in before that starts. I feel great right now. It's kind of ironic that I feel great. That's the important thing for me, is just getting myself 100% healthy, which I'm very close to that now. Having a summer to really grind and work on my game and get myself back to where I was at. It was funny, after my press conference when I went home, I took that jersey that I had home with me. So I had to practice like putting it on again so I wouldn't be weird today. But I feel good though.
I mean, it's been great. It's been great. This is the building that I always remember. Fans are great. They support us big time. So we just want to try to say thanks to them by getting a win.
After 17 seasons, 8 different teams, and an NBA championship, Chauncey Billups has decided to retire. The 5-time NBA All-Star told Yahoo Sports, "It's just time. I know when it's time."
I did think that my career would take off. I did think that I would become a very, very good player in this league. Did I think that this would happen and I would have a chance to go up in the rafters with some of the greatest players that ever played in this game, especially in the city? I'm gonna leave my last thank you to my grandmother, who's not here in attendance, but thank you for your prayer. God answered it. We did it, Grandma. We did it.